The First Coast's most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, certified by WeatherRate. Sponsored by AC Designs.
Can you tell me it's August without telling me it's August? Well, if you just look at a map like this, you could certainly convince me of that. July, pretty quiet month in the tropics. Now that we have turned the calendar page, the tropics essentially just erupting here over the last several days, really. 3 separate areas the National Hurricane Center is watching. The most prominent one, of course, now, Tropical Storm Dexter, the 4th named storm here of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. A secondary area of low pressure that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring with just a 20% chance of tropical development over the next 7 days. And then well off to our east, just along that western Africa coast, a 40% chance of development for that system, more than likely going to make a turn to the north and up into the North Atlantic by late this coming week. But I do want to give you a quick look at what Tropical Storm Dexter is looking like right now. Thanks to a lot of wind shear and some drier air on the western or northwestern side, things not looking nearly as robust there, but on the eastern and northeastern flank, a lot of convection, a lot of thunderstorm activity. So this just got put out by the National Hurricane Center as of the 11 p.m. advisory. You can see it right there behind me. So tropical storm strength, 45 mile per hour sustained winds moving off to the east-northeast at about 12 miles per hour. So the good news, this is going to not only move away from the mainland U.S., but of course away from the First Coast as well. And again, likely not going to increase in intensity thanks to a lot of wind shear on its northern flank. So more than likely just going to continue to move off to the northeast. Won't be a concern for us. But this stationary boundary, this trough, has been set up shop right over the First Coast most of this weekend, and unfortunately is pretty much going to continue to stay right there through the majority of this week. So even if that secondary area of low pressure does form, we're still pretty much keeping this in place, and that's really just going to continue to enhance our rain and thunderstorm chances nearly every single day. We're just going to have an immense amount of tropical moisture in place. So each and every afternoon and early evening, you're probably going to have a good chance to see some rain and thunderstorms. Tomorrow's certainly going to be one of those days. So isolated storms early in the afternoon, after 2 or 3 o'clock, through the late afternoon. Kiddos might be heading home on the bus, or you're on your way home for your evening commute. Plenty of rain and storms around there could be impacting you, and that will continue through at least sunset tomorrow night before the storms begin to wane and taper off. And again, a pretty similar story for your Tuesday and Wednesday as well. We're going to continue to stay incredibly humid, temperatures in the low to mid 90s each afternoon. And again, another very good chance for rain and storms there for your Tuesday, for your Wednesday, and pretty much every single day here on this 7-day forecast. So not a whole lot of variety with regards to the rain, but who happens to see the rain, that will be the big deciding point here over the next 7 days.